Okay. Uh, Let the record reflect state's attorneys present, defendant and defense counsel are present. So I'm going to go through a little bit. We've received a note from the jury that they are deadlocked, but I want to go back through just for the record kind of where we are and what time frame we've been working with. The jury was out and began deliberating yesterday at 3:40. Had them deliberate till 5 o'clock yesterday. Yesterday they did ask for some different evidence as well as some testimony to be read. That testimony was read when they started this morning at 9 o'clock. They deliberated starting at 9 and then asked a couple of questions, and then at the question number 5 that we received at 10:45 this morning was that the jury was deadlocked and what was their next steps. And then we just sent in a note for them to continue deliberating and refer to the court's charge. After that, this morning, they have requested several items of evidence and spent, other than the 1 hour for lunch, now it is 2:10. We received a note again from the jury with the wording that it says, "We are fundamentally deadlocked."
This right here is a huge moment. When a jury uses the phrase fundamentally deadlocked, that's legal code for we are not budging. Dead. And notice what they're asking: when can we declare a hung jury? That's the jury essentially tapping out. At this point, the judge has two real options: push them harder with a so-called dynamite charge, or accept that this case has hit a wall, and that choice can completely change the future of this case.
More evidence is not appearing to change minds. At what point can we declare a hung jury? As you guys know, typically at this point is when I would send in a dynamite charge. That is some fairly strong language. I don't know if either of you, Mr. Coleman, Mr. Gertz, have a motion or argument with regard to the dynamite charge, doing it, not doing it, and or calling a mistrial.
Judge, we're going to move for mistrial at this point. As you correctly recited, they told you they were hung about 10:30 or so this morning, but they've continued to deliberate, have asked for additional evidence, and then the note that they sent is very firm, it sounds, and so I think no amount.
Pause on that phrase, dynamite charge. That's not courtroom slang for drama. It's actually a real legal instruction meant to pressure jurors to reconsider their positions and try to reach a verdict. But here's the risk. Push too hard, and you risk an appeal later for jury coercion. So the defense has a strategic decision to make. Do you let the judge light the fuse, or do you pull the plug and ask for a mistrial right now? What would you do if you were sitting at that defense table?
Sending additional stuff in is going to fix whatever the issues are in there. So.
Also, and before you go, Mr. Coleman, I do think it's important for the record, the length of the trial is also something to be taken into consideration. Testimony began Tuesday afternoon with a few witnesses Tuesday afternoon. We had 2 witnesses Wednesday morning, then we took an extended break, and then we had just one more witness. And so really, all in all, it was probably about 1 day, honestly, if you add it all up, the time frame of the trial itself. And so with regard to that and the time that they've been deliberating, just wanted that for the record. Mr. Coleman.
Judge, the note is pretty unequivocal. I don't know that dynamite charge would serve its intended purpose.
All right, thank you. And then at this time, I'm going to grant Mr. Gert's motion for a mistrial. You can bring the jury in. right, let the record reflect the jury is seated, state's attorney's present, defendant and defense counsel are present. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to inform you that I have granted a mistrial in the case, and so that just means that the case will go on the next available trial docket, and then we will attempt this again. So your duty is complete as jurors in this case. I'm going to have everyone else excuse yourselves from the courtroom. I'm going to come down and visit with you just for a few minutes like I always do. And then we will, Mr. Gertz and Mr. Coleman will set the case probably on a review docket and then see where we get at that point.